All right, Joe, it's your last night, big night. Got to give a good speech. Don't want to read stuff that I shouldn't, like the instructions for the teleprompter and stuff. So how do I prepare? Maybe I'll take a walk. I think I need a milkshake.
How's the promotion working?
Oh, it's good. It's good. I think this is up there, but it's good.
We miss you.
Oh, thank you.
Just came out to say hi.
Thank you.
By the way, can you make me a milkshake?
Yeah, there's even like 5 minutes.
All right.
Is that okay?
That's good. Absolutely.
You're welcome.
Miss you, pal.
I'll miss you
Come up
too,
and
sir.
see us once in a while.
I will.
I don't know. Maybe I need another one. It is going to be on pretty late, and I don't want to do stuff like read the teleprompter instructions. Oh, chocolate, yes.
Oh, that's cute. Look at my grandson.
So there we go. 2 milkshakes, inspired by the picture of my grandson. I can't mess this up. Let's go give this speech. I won't read any teleprompter instructions.
Potential for the disastrous rise of misplaced power. End of quote.
Well, Poop, you can't win them all. And live from Times Square, it's that Kevin Show.
Somewhere in the bowels of the city that never sleeps
Kevin McCullough, radio host with Salem Media,
is a man also not sleeping.
Syndicated radio talk show host Kevin McCullough.
And that guy would like a word with you.
Many of you know him as Nostradamus.
Of course that Kevin show is going to be great. The only thing that could be greater, of course, would be that Donald show. We don't have that, so we have that Kevin show.
Featuring the music of Dick Tunney and the Dream in Color Orchestra. And tonight, transitioning to Trump 2.0, Sarah Parshall Perry of the Heritage Foundation and Carrie Lucas of Independent Women's Forum. Sketch comedy from Not a Parody, The Babylon Bee and the Holderness Family. Comfort in the Suffering in Southern Cal, Camille Block. And Megan Woods returns to the Spotlight. And now, a man whose name is eerily similar to the prankster putting up $20 billion for TikTok. Nope, not the other Kevin. Nope, here's that Kevin! Boy, you're not joking, David Pipes. Man, I wish I had the $20 billion to what O'Leary's doing. That is quite a story, and if you're not on the TikTok, then you may not be aware. But yesterday the Supreme Court decided to uphold the ban. Weirdest thing I've ever seen in the course of a bill becoming a law. You remember what was that called? Schoolhouse Junction cartoons on Sunday morning or Saturday morning when you're watching the cartoons and they come on with the little schoolhouse lesson, and it was how a bill becomes a law. And that did the TikTok ban became a law. Bipartisan forces, Democrats, Republicans came together, said TikTok's bad, it's spying on us, we gotta ban it. And they built this whole case around national security, and evidently there was some agreement that on both sides of the aisle that this was a dangerous thing. They took it. TikTok tried to fight it. It went back and forth. It went through all the courts. It worked its way up to the Supreme Court. And somewhere along the line, a whole bunch of people changed their mind because all of a sudden now, Biden signed it into law. But now Biden and Trump neither one of them want to enforce it in law. And none of the senators want it to be banned anymore. None of the House members want it to be banned anymore. You know what happened, don't you? We had an election in the middle of all that, and they all figured out, hey, TikTok's a pretty cool tool that's easy to communicate with. By the way, did you know that that Kevin show's on the TikTok? Now, you might need to know that if you log in and sign up for the TikTok and you follow me, then you're going to get a lot of pro-American common sense, communism's bad stuff. So if you want to fill up the evil communist Chinese with more information about, the great things that America can be, sign up for the TikTok and then play all my videos over and over again. They'll be so educated on conservative American ideals they'll want to ban it themselves. Actually, you know what? I heard that's the weird thing about this yesterday when the ruling came down. I did not know this until one of the legal animals mentioned it and said, yeah, China doesn't even allow Chinese kids to use it. So it's a Chinese-owned company that's made and distributed from China, and the China government, Chinese Mr., the big guy, the guy that wants to be the emperor for life, Mr. Xi Jinping, he doesn't own, but he controls the TikTok because the company that runs it is a CCP company. So he knows, and he decides, and then he sends, and then they have to respond. But they do not let the Chinese young people, no Chinese young people get to use the TikTok. So anyway, it'll be interesting to see where that goes, but I'm not buying it. Don't confuse me with the bald-headed Kevin that's buying it. If he gets to buy it. I mean, 20 billion. I don't know. That seems like chump change. I just saw the return for Zuckerberg. Meta, I think, announced a valuation at earnings of $1 trillion. It's like that scene from Austin Powers where they're like, that much money doesn't even exist yet. Yeah, it does, but that's a lot of money. That's a lot of moolah. You know what else was very interesting this week? Are you loving the confirmation hearings? I have a mad attorney girl crush on this one. Pam Bondi, who I always thought was way smarter than she sounded, because I'm from the South. People that speak with the Southern drawl, we get the short shrift sometimes. People don't think we're as intelligent because our words take longer to say. But man, was she giving it to the senators that were on the Judiciary Committee trying to pre-vet her. She was having none of this. Take a look here. This is Sheldon Whitehouse,
who have said that Department of Justice prosecutors will be prosecuted in the Trump administration. What Department of Justice prosecutors will be prosecuted and why?
I said that on TV. I said prosecutors will be prosecuted, to finish the quote, if bad. Investigators will be investigated. You know, we all take an oath, Senator, to uphold the law. None of us are above the law. Let me give you a really good example of a bad lawyer within the Justice Department, a guy named Klein-Smith, who altered a FISA warrant, one of the most important things we can do in this country. So will everyone be held to an equal, fair system of justice if I am the next Attorney General? Absolutely. And no one is above the law.
Now, you're the senator from Rhode Island. Why would you take that tact with her? Did that make any sense at all? And like I said, she's suffering no fools at this point. Dick Blumenthal, I've never thought this guy was very smart. And he kind of fibbed about his service, and he's done some things that are really shady. He tried to get in on the action too. Take a look. It's very distasteful.
Can you say no to the President of the United States when he asks you to do something unethical or illegal?
Senator, first, I need to clarify something that you said, that I have to sit up here and say these things. No, I don't. I sit up here and speak the truth. I'm not going to sit up here and say anything that I need to say to get confirmed by this body. I don't have to say anything. I will answer the questions to the best of my ability and honestly.
Let me ask you.
But you understand why she was offended by that question, as she should be, because she doesn't have to sit there and say anything. But here's the part that they're not saying out loud. That's how all of them operate on that side of the aisle. What do I have to say to get the job? What box do I have to check? How intersectional do you want me to be? I'll become a chameleon if you'll just give me my government job for the rest of my life. I promise. That's how that party, that's how that group of people, that's how all of them, that's how they go about it on that side. What's blowing all of their brains up like little suicide bombers? What's infecting their minds and just like setting it off is that they can't believe that all of these nominees for all of these posts are people that actually have morals and actually stand for something and actually represent something. Now, if it was on their side of the aisle, they say, well, you know, everybody's human. I mean, you know, the greatest sin was because I could, right? I mean, that's the mentality of the other side. They're shocked that these people aren't that way. Big show straight ahead. Kevin McCullough coming right back. We've got Megan Woods in the spotlight. Don't go anywhere.